Hi, I'm Addison. I'm in your Club Goats Boy. I'm making this video to give you guys some tips on working with your animals because I was a new member once and it can be kind of hard to start out and not knowing what you're supposed to be doing. So one of the first tips I'll give you guys is work with your animal. And that means going into field. This is a great time to be going out and hanging out with your animal in the field or in the barn and just letting them get used to you and starting a connection with your animal, because that is the first part of working with it. Second part, once it is friendly enough and after you can pet it and it doesn't really care, is get it on a small collar or a leash of some sort. And just don't try to lead it around yet. Just get it used to the idea of having a collar on. Next, you'll want to figure out what kind of treats it likes, and goats are actually very picky, and that could vary from horse treats, Fig Newtons, animal crackers, Cheez-Its, raisins, peanuts. It just depends on what your animal is going to personally like. And then you'll want to start messing around with its feet while you're petting it and holding the collar, getting it used to having its feet held, and if it's a market animal, getting it used to having its ears messed with, because you're going to be racing that animal in the ring, so that involves holding its head, so you want it to get used to having its head held. And then eventually you'll want to just start leading it around with the treat, and then eventually start weaning it off of the treats, of rewarding it every couple minutes. And then another tip I have for you guys is just do your research. There are many great resources out there. There's the 4-H Goat Resource Handbook. There's also the FFA How to Raise Goats Handbook, and then there's all the stories guides. It's just start learning your stuff about goats. And then next, I encourage you guys just to look up some YouTube videos on goat shows and figure out what is that's required of you in the show ring, because the judges will ask questions and that goes back into the research, and then there's all the different maneuvers that you'll have to be learning with your animals. So I just encourage you to watch some videos and yeah, just start learning with your videos. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me.